wait a minute! Christmas! The wraparound! It's over!
Hello, everybody. I'm Grant Fluff from Fletcher Sports Zone. Welcome to Season 4, Episode 13 of the Powerskateshow. Hockey season is running along here. We are roughly a month into the season already, and it's been a pretty interesting one thus far. Of course, as always, we're here to recap the weekly sports news. And without further ado, let's introduce Alex.
I was not ready to do something. Oh shoot. Hold on, I'm sorry. How's it going, guys? How we doing? Season 4, episode 13 of the Powerskateshow. And since now I'm prepared with something, here we go. Yep. How you doing, guys? Welcome to Season 4, episode 13 of the Powerskateshow. Some news that we're going to talk about. Interesting topics that we're going to talk about. A player passes a true nostalgia of the week, which we will get into that. A game alert that me and Grant are going to have fun with that for a certain team. And some interesting outdoor news. Outdoor hockey news that a team that has been in the conversation for a while. Well, I wouldn't say the word a while, but 3 or 4 years as the conversation.
That's a while.
Outdoor game. And a certain player who will have his jersey number retired, which we'll get to someone for now anonymous. A round of applause for right now. But without that further ado, let's do some advertising. And also, you guys may be wondering what's going on with Powerskate. We didn't want to. We actually didn't address it this morning, but now we're gonna release a statement right now during the live. Instagram on our side has been pretty much Instagram does not like us, right?
Yeah, put it in lamest terms.
So, if you guys are wondering, what's this Instagram statement? Do you mind we read the statement if you want?
Oh, yeah, let's go for it.
So, I've tried to post the Rinne retirement. Oh, I accidentally spoiled it. But anyway.
Well, people will probably know.
Yeah, we'll get to that very soon. Your account has been temporarily blocked from taking this action. Sharing your account with a service that helps you get more likes and followers goes against our community guidelines. This block will expire on November 10th.
I don't even know what this means. Like, are we just like advertising basically? This makes no sense. Like, why? To try to gain followers? Bro, no doubt we're going to try to gain followers. We're a hockey news page. Unless Alex is doing some legal stuff. I don't know.
I'm more mature than anyone I know. All right. Anyway, if you guys want more hockey news, if Instagram really hates the Powerskateshow, obviously follow Powerskateshow. And if you guys want more hockey news, and if Instagram really hates Powerskateshow, you got to follow Fluster Sports Zone. Am I right?
Absolutely.
Best in the game. And don't look in the middle. Do not look. We're not gonna talk about it. This is not a football news. This is hockey. All right.
This is hockey. Yeah, there's been quite a bit of football news, but yeah, a certain individual in the middle of the screen, idiot. We'll congratulate different sport, but we will congratulate the team on the upper left-hand side, though.
No,
right.
Yeah.
Left. Good job, Braves.
Yes. Follow us, the Sports Zone, best in the game, and you know what? Since we're in Fluster Sports Zone, gotta talk about Mr. William Karlsson for a sec. Missed 6 weeks with a broken foot.
Yeah, this is not good, obviously, for Vegas. He wasn't really, producing this season anyway. Well, he had 3 points in 8 games. I mean, he could have been doing worse. But that's the first line center gone. We were touching on Pacioretty's injury a few weeks ago. The issue is Vegas is having other players drop like flies, and now Robin Lehner's stats are really starting to take a nosedive, and that's obviously because the offense can't score goals now without guys like Karlsson and Pacioretty. It's nice that, Nolan Patrick so far worked out. It's nice that really the entire third line's been clicking, but really other than that, Vegas just really hasn't looked that impressive. Again, I do think that is because of injuries. I don't think they're actually awful. But, Vegas, they're going to be struggling for the rest of the season as long as these players keep on getting injured anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea what's going on with Vegas. Yes, you guys will say, hey, it's too early. We're in November. They can make it up. Vegas is 4-5-0. Is this really the end of the world for Vegas? No. Can they redeem themselves? Yes. Because I know that you're gonna say, oh, Vegas will not redeem without William Karlsson, Max Pacioretty.
Well, they could. They're going to have to make a trade, but they could.
Because Chandler Stevenson's breaking out somehow. Stevenson, he was on a 3-game point streak before Toronto shut out Vegas. His career high last year was 35 points in 51 games. So, what am I thinking? And also you got Riley Smith and Marchessault. So Marchessault is like William Karlsson 2.0, I guess. So
Kinda.
And also I have a question about their goaltending. Yes, I know I know this is not really about goaltending, but we're talking about the Vegas Golden Knights, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Laurent Brossoit. We have touched this dude since the start of Powerskate. I'll say that. This dude, 2.97 goals against and 0.92 save percentage. And he somehow managed a win. And he's undefeated today. Mr. Robin Lehner. Take a guess.
Yeah, his stats have gone down the tubes, but that's not really his fault.
8 starts, 3 wins, 5 losses, a 3.13 goals against, and a .906 save percentage. Fleury thing. Since I brought Fleury intentionally, his goals against is right down the drain. 3.92 goals against with a 888 save percentage.
When you have good goaltenders in front of terrible defensemen, what's going to happen? Oh, yeah, their stats are going to plummet. In other news, grass is green. You expect Robin Lehner and Marc-Andre Fleury to do terrible without, well, in Fleury's case, bad defense, and in Lehner's case, offense is getting decimated with injuries. You know, Lehner, he can hold every team to 2 or 3 goals a game. Vegas should still win those games. The offense has gone cold without 2 primary pieces of their top 2 lines. It's not good.
Yeah. And now let's go to Powerskate, the Instagram account that deserves better.
Yes, justice for Powerskates.
Mr. Jakob Silverberg has been removed from the team roster. I heard that he's on injured reserve, and probably on the trading block.
The trading block, on the trading block. Hey, listen, Anaheim. You have bigger issues to worry about than trading Jakob Silverberg. This guy has been with the franchise since when? 2013, since he got dealt from Ottawa? Yeah, he has. He's in COVID protocol.
Oh.
That makes sense. I was about to say, I'm like, why the hell is he out? Yeah, he's 8 points in 9 games. I mean, I was about to say the guy's producing at a pretty good rate. He's been with the franchise since like 2014. And I really shouldn't need to get rid of him anytime soon because he's not like, I mean, Anaheim in general has plenty of cap space. Silverberg isn't eating up a lot of that. I mean, yeah, they're going to have to re-sign like Zegras and come to one like 2 years, but like they'll get to that when they get to that. You know, Silverberg at that point may even be traded. But yeah, Anaheim should not be thinking about trading Silverberg right now. He's in COVID protocol, apparently. So it kind of makes sense why he got removed from the roster, I guess.
Yeah. Next. Ryan Getzlaf passed former teammate and Ducks legend Teemu Line for the all-time points leader with 989 points.
Well, that's well-deserved. And honestly, I thought he already was the all-time leading franchise leader. But you know what? Congrats to Getzlaf. I thought he made the right decision re-signing with Anaheim this offseason. I'm really glad he did. You know, captain of this team, deserved of being the franchise point leader, and definitely a future Hall of Famer. Round of applause for Ryan Getzlaf. Deserves all the best that comes his way, man. Role model on and off the ice.
Yes. Next up, and we're bringing 8-bit Brass Bonanza!
We get the NHL 94 Brass Bonanza. All right.
Yeah. If you're wondering what's NHL 94 Brass Bonanza is because the Coyotes are wearing their Kachina away jerseys.
Yeah.
That's why. Hurricanes finished undefeated for a whole month of October, 8-0 with a 2-1 victory over the Arizona Coyotes. And congratulations, Arizona. You're now 0-8-1 over the Brass Bonanza Hurricanes. 8-0 for the Hurricanes, and you somehow could not win a game. It does not matter that you record one, but it's because your whole team, Shea Gostisbehere, is somehow washed up. Jacob
Gostisbehere somehow washed up. He's been washed up for the past 2.5 years.
Jacob Chikrin is somehow carrying your team, but you still cannot handle Chikrin.
Yeah.
What's going on with Clayton Keller? We thought that Clayton Keller's going to get like 30 to 40 goals a year. What is going on with Keller? Congratulations, Arizona. You're going to be out of Glendale at some point soon. And guess what? It's going to be on June 2021. Your name tree impression, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Dare I say, bring back the Nordiques. I mean, it's time. Get rid of Arizona. They should have gotten rid of them in like 2016. They would have avoided so much bankruptcy, so much turmoil, and they just canceled the team, move them to a hockey city. Why are we having a 32nd team when this team isn't even solved yet? Oh my goodness. Even if the Coyotes had a winning culture, it's hockey in the middle of the desert. They're not going to win anyway. No, you want to know why they're 8-1? Guys like Clayton Keller, Jacob Chicharron, they had enough. You want to know why? They've been carrying the sorry franchise for way too long. And they're realizing, you know what? I'm done. I'll struggle. I'll get traded. They're pulling a Taylor Hall, basically, on the Sabres. I hate to say it, but that's what it's come down to.
Yeah. That your name tree impression, that's going to get clipped.
Oh, boy.
As we all know, if you're wondering what kind of color logo is that, Hockey Fights Cancer month, the month of November, and pretty much in every hockey news, we turn into the logos as their Hockey Fights Cancer logos. So for every November, we turn it into pink or purple, whatever that they do.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing for the NHL, and I'm glad that we're following suit on that.
Yeah. Capitals placed Nick Dowd on injured reserve and called up Alexei Protas from the Hershey Bears in the AHL. And with that, Brett Leeson got his first AHL goal. It's about time that Leeson got his goal.
There we go. That he did a few days ago.
Next.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Scott Sabrin. You're now once again being waived by the Ottawa Senators.
Hey. Garbage player going on waivers. I bet you ain't going to get signed. We have another waiver. Well, I don't know. Well, Powerskate probably didn't post it due to the little error that happened earlier. But stay aware for today's news. More important player got placed on waivers today, and someone I think is definitely worth a conversation on. We'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay. This
is the whatever waiver player. The one today was a little bit bigger.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I posted it. Now, this is what you call a conversation. An outdoor game conversation. Sean Corrali, Cole Sillinger, and Jack Roslovic stopped by at New York to meet up with Gary Bettman. We all know who Gary Bettman is, right?
Who's that guy? I don't know, but I think he's pretty bad at his job, not going to lie.
Yeah. To talk about if the Columbus Blue Jackets can host a NHL outdoor game at some point soon, and their main destination to be at Ohio Stadium. You know what? I think this is a good destination to be for Columbus Blue Jackets to play at Ohio Stadium.
I mean, really, you're in Ohio. This is the only place you can play, essentially. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you could play in the Browns or Bengals stadium.
Or Progressive
Field. Does not hold a lot of captaincy at all. This makes sense. And, shout out to Columbus for actually, especially the players involved who wanted this outdoor game, saying, you know what, Columbus, we may be a smart market franchise. Maybe if we have our first outdoor game in the biggest stadium in the state, hey, maybe we can get some revenue, get some viewerships, get a sold-out crowd. That'll help out the franchise a lot. I'm telling you, this is very smart. Will the NHL follow through with this? I don't know, because Columbus is such a small market. And if they do it, I don't know if they're going to be facing a bigger market or kind of like a smaller market. Like, I would like the Blue Jackets to play like, I don't know, maybe like the Panthers or something like that in an outdoor game. But instead, they're probably going to end up getting Washington or Pittsburgh, because I think if the NHL does follow this plan through, they're going to be against small market franchise versus small market franchise in an outdoor game. That's all I'm saying. This is a brilliant idea. I hope the NHL accepts the offer. But again, my main question is, what's going to be the type of matchup? We're going to get Columbus against a powerhouse or Columbus against a team that's right around their range?
Yeah. Predators, take note.
Another one. Yeah, Predators are another one.
Predators.
Although Tennessee Vultures Stadium, I don't know about that one.
Here's what I'm talking about. When I said Predators, take note. Do not play at Nissan. You should not play at Nissan in the first place. You should play at Bristol Motor Speedway, and I swear to God, if Gary Bettman accepts this Ohio stadium, I'm talking about the largest stadium in their state of Ohio, Bristol Motor Speedway, take note. Take note.
Yeah, Bristol Motor Speedway. The thing is, NASCAR is kind of uncool with their rules, unlike college football, but we'll see what happens.
Well, how about this? Let's see if Nissan Stadium, Predators, I'm telling you, you got to take note. David Poyle, if you're the GM, you got to do something. You got to take note.
There you go. Let's hope he does.
Rangers re-signed defenseman Adam Fox to a 7-year deal with $9.5 million AAV, and I have questions.
I do too.
Yes. I was about to say, John Davidson, but he's not the GM. It's Chris Drury. You signed a player who's basically out in this ELC. You gave him 7-year, $9.5 million AAV. Every time after an ELC, give them a modern 3, 4, or 5-year deal. That is it. You know what? I think the whole NHL GMs of all 32 teams should listen to us.
Oh, really? Yeah. I think they got better. I think they got better, bigger fish to fry than catching Power Skate every week. But yeah, I hear what you're saying.
All right, now what's your question?
All right, well, this isn't really my question. This is more of a statement. Listen, he's 23. You want to re-sign your franchise defenseman long term. $66.5 million is a hefty bit, but the Rangers really aren't slammed up against the cap. They made this move fine. Again, it's before your ELC, which raises a question or two. But the thing is, he's coming off the Norris. He's coming off his first All-Star appearance. He just registered his 100th career point the other night. The kid isn't slowing down at the moment, and they just want to reward him for a huge contract while he's still producing. But here's the big if. He signs this massive deal. His ELC comes to a close. He knows he has the money. He knows the Rangers are still a couple years out of a playoff spot. What if his trade value begins to plummet if he becomes a salary cap hit in about 4 or 5 years from now? That's the issue. You don't really know. They're basically judging this guy off of 2 phenomenal seasons. Well, really 1, and the one he's currently having where he has 11 points in 10 games. He's probably going to end up with around 90 points at the end of the year, all said and done, if he stays healthy. That's great. Well, the Rangers don't have a very good defense right now other than Adam Fox. That's going to get to you. When you're trying to compete for a playoff spot, you're going to realize, man, Now we can't get our third, fourth liner. We can't get a decent second pairing defenseman because we're throwing a lot of money at Adam Fox. You still have Chris Kryer's contract. You still got Panarin's contract. Zibanejad. Yep, Zibanejad as well. I mean, you're throwing a lot of money. Shesterkin too. I mean, you're throwing a lot of money at a certain amount of players, and that's good. But now you have to be wicked frugal in free agency, and for a team like the Rangers, that could end up hurting you when the playoffs come around.
And also, Rangers, I want you to take note. Two or three players that I want to mention. Alexis Lafreniere, Kaapo Kakko, Keandre Miller.
Honestly, I think at this point they're just gonna Kaapo Kakko leave.
Hold on.
He's not good. I'm sorry, but he's a bust. I'm sorry. Lafreniere's not even great either, but at least I'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
If you re-sign Kaapo Kakko, you should give them a 2 or 3 year deal at best.
Yeah, they're throwing 8 years at Kaapo Kakko or Alexis Lafreniere based off of what they've done right now. They are out of their minds. They're out of their minds.
And Drury, if you re-sign Kakko to a 2 or 3 year deal, we will give that a round of applause because you know how to do business. If we re-sign Keandre Miller to a 4 year deal, round of applause again. Great job, Rangers. You'll be in a good spot. If we re-sign Lafreniere, 2 or 3 year deal, another round of applause. Great job, Rangers. Guess what? You're in a good spot.
All I gotta do is just make sure you don't try to overpay everyone else. That's right. For guys like Kaapo Kakko, especially, you only give 2-3 year deals. Max 4, as long as it's not an overpayment. And also, just real quickly, my God, Calgary and Carolina, both of you suck for letting this guy walk. You guys blew it, man. Especially Calgary. They were the ones who drafted him. Unreal, man. I can't believe Calgary and Carolina let this guy slip away, and now he's just developing fantastically on the Rangers. Yeah. Well, we'll see. It hasn't come back to bite them yet, but I'm sure it will in the future if Fox continues to play amazing.
If we mention Carolina, which we don't, this upcoming, if we have a contract that we disagree, very disagree, I'm going to make a Brass Bonanza remix.
Oh, that's going to be great. We're ranting about a Hurricanes contract and you put Brass Bonanza in the background. Oh, that's funny.
Oh.
If that's what you meant, I'm for that.
Canadians, you're frauds again. Congratulations, Montreal. Cole Caulfield back to the AHL. Now
makes sense. He's been terrible this year.
Well, Caulfield. What is up with you? Are you literally trying to go on TikTok to find some puck bunnies? Is that why that you're going back to the AHL to find?
Ooh, throwing shade out here. Caulfield go for the puck bunnies. No way.
I have the evidence why. 10 games, no goals, 1 assist, 1 point, -3.
I ain't even going to lie. Caulfield was definitely overhyped. He definitely shouldn't have even been with Montreal in the playoffs to begin with. This guy was clearly rushed. They were thinking, you know what? We're in the playoffs. Maybe if we call up Cole Caulfield, he'll do amazing. Yeah, I know he scored a goal here and there, but really, all he did was show off his speed. And after showing off his speed, he would get pummeled in the boards by someone like Victor Hedman. Probably got his confidence shattered and his body crumpled during the finals. Listen, he's going to be a great player. Don't kill his development. Don't do it. Let him play first line minutes in the AHL. You call him up next year. If he continues to struggle, you send him down again. You give him until 2023, 2024. If he ain't developing by then, cut your losses.
He deserves 5 years with no slander,
He
right?
deserves right now 2 years of no slander. Come back to me at the end of 2023.
We will be in college, so we would not look at your DMs, unfortunately. Now we got some unfortunate news, which is pretty much Cole Caulfield's best friend. Hold on. Speaking of suspensions. Oh, what's
Sad day. Trevor Zegras getting hurt. He's going to be out a few weeks. And then Cedric Paquette serving, what was it, a 2-game suspension?
Yeah, and
Stupid. Just a stupid play by Paquette, man.
And I have questions about that suspension. This should have been like a 5-game suspension, which that's what I pretty much heard from before the hearing when they announced when they scheduled the hearing, facing 5 to 7 game suspension, you somehow give them 2. We know why the Montreal are frauds again.
Yeah, well, Montreal apparently has to cheap shot their opponent's best players. Didn't the Ducks still win this game? Seriously. You injured a player, you got yourself suspended. Short suspension, by the way. I 100% agree it should be 5 to 7 games. Ridiculous, dude. Montreal not having a good season. You kind of expected it to. I was never really buying into the Canadian type. I mean, I may have a week after the finals, but in reality, look at the division. So Tampa Bay's better, Toronto's better, Boston's better, Florida's better. Apparently Buffalo's better now too. Detroit's even been playing better. I know Montreal shut out Detroit the other night. Detroit's overall having a better season. And even at least Ottawa, if they ain't going to be, I don't think Montreal's going to be worse than Ottawa for much longer, but at least Ottawa's rebuilding properly. I know people are going to say, but if they had Shea Weber and Carey Price, would they be over 500? No. Maybe they would have won an extra game or two. Maybe they would be right at 500 with Carey Price literally carrying them because what a shocker. Jake Allen is not a capable starter. Who would have thought? I know you can't go out there and sign Tuukka Rask because he's injured till January, but do something.
Yeah,
Call San Monty Mo? I don't know. That would be a genius idea. Will they? Probably not. And that's on them. You got a great young goaltender off waivers and you're not using them. Stupid.
Yeah, and we will get to we will get to Buffalo news. We will get to it. For a certain trade potential, we will get to it. Our nostalgia of the week is one of the Hanson brothers from Slapshot. Steve Carlson, who plays one of the iconic Hanson brothers, announced that he's been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate, and obviously thoughts and prayers go out to him and his family. This just obviously sucks, whether he's an actor, just your regular guy off the side of the street, anyone's getting cancer. It's obviously unfortunate and obviously should be taken with proper surgery and all that goes along with it. So hopefully he's all right.
Mm-hmm. And now since I think you pretty much you didn't upload anything with new news, let's do something different. We'll go to Puck Report.
Oh my goodness, free advertisement for Puck Report. Crazy. Yo, we better be getting a shout out for this.
Yes. But since we have time, might as well we'll just do it. Connor Timmins will miss the remainder of the season. I thought he will miss to 12 weeks. Now he's out for the whole season.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there's another trade that blew up in Arizona's face.
Well, Colorado, but
Oh, yeah.
PK Subban will have a hearing today for tripping Trevor last night's game.
Okay. He was fined $15,000. Unfazed. It's ridiculous. Why is he getting fined so much? I don't understand. Excuse me just a moment as well.
All right. Sorry guys about the
Oh no, we're good.
All right, cool. Trevor Zegras played last night? I did not know that. I thought he's gonna be on football.
Well,
anyway. Now we're gonna talk about
Zegras, man. He's getting crucified out here with all these hits.
Now we're gonna talk about Mr. Vitaly Kravtsov. The Rangers have loaned Kravtsov to Tractor Chelyabinsk in the KHL. Guess what? We finally got a KHL player. One of our favorite European hockey leagues to troll. Congratulations, Vitaly Kravtsov. You're finally the newest victim on the KHL.
SHL is better. SHL better than the KHL. Fight me. Hey, one has Lori Korpakowski in it. I can't complain.
He's in the Swiss Hockey League, my dude.
Well, he was in the SHL for a while, so I don't care.
All right. Now, Subban just now fined $15,000. No suspension.
Like I was saying, $15,000. It seemed like it was pretty hefty amount, but obviously, I mean, that's not breaking PK Subban's bank at all, but I felt that was a little too much.
Yeah. Let's see. Now let's get to the final. We'll have two more, but we'll go to another hockey source. How about that? The Flames. They're asking to. Well, Calgary may trade Matthew Tkachuk, and for upcoming first round, and to Buffalo for a first round, 2 prospects, and Jack Eichel. So here's what I think, which I've been seeing in the comments. I think this will be a W because you would see Eichel and McDavid at the Battle of Alberta. That will be quite a matchup. And if you're talking about on the Tkachuk to Buffalo side, it will be Tkachuk versus Tkachuk on the Atlantic Division.
Yep. You get the Tkachuk brothers in one division. You have McDavid versus Eichel in the other division. It's a win-win. What's not a win-win is the trade itself. First and foremost, in my personal opinion, Calgary has given up way too much. I have seen a lot of Jack Eichel rumors that teams were about to trade for significantly less value and they would still get him. Listen, good for Calgary, but again, I know they're doing pretty good this year, actually, but I do think they're projected to slow down. I think they're just trying to make sure that the first, few weeks of the season weren't a fluke by trying to acquire someone like Jack Eichel, kind of solidify that playoff spot. All I'm going to say is this, though. You're giving Buffalo a lot. Tkachuk, former first-round pick, a future first-round pick, and 2 of your top prospects? That's a lot. And Calgary's going to mess up their farm system? basically. And yeah, I wouldn't like it if I was Calgary side. If I'm Buffalo, though, honestly, I'm accepting it. Eichel's not happy right now. Just cut your losses, move on. You're still getting a decent player in Kachuk, along with a bunch of future picks and places. It'll work. So, yeah. If I'm Buffalo, I'm doing this deal. If I'm Calgary, I'm backing way off. Like, what are we doing?
And now, one more. We're going to Puck Empire. Oh, it looks like Buffalo might get their trade done
Today, don't think so. I don't think it's getting done today, but I would expect maybe a trade to be done before the weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know about today. I don't think they'll get it done today. If anything, they'll get it done tomorrow. I mean, it's already 8 o'clock Eastern time. I don't think Buffalo's willing to make a trade this late.
Mm-hmm. Who are you talking about? Oh.
This is who I'm talking about. Scott Wedgwood, placed on waivers. And to be honest with you, listen, New Jersey, I've stated this before and I'll say it again. I feel, despite whatever his stats show, this guy is a very solid goaltender. The issue is the New Jersey Devils, and they cannot properly develop goaltenders at all. They're doing the same thing with Mackenzie Blackwood right now. Great goalie. You want to know why he has awful stat lines? Because he's on a horrific team. The issue is here with Scott Wedgwood is that, listen, I know you're going to take a look at his record and be like, he's 10, 20, and 9 with just a 900 career save percentage. 4 of his 10 wins were in shutouts. And again, when you look at it, for someone like Scott Wedgwood, you got to watch game film. You can't rely on stats to pick up a guy like Scott Wedgwood. You have to watch film on this guy, and you'll see he's actually a pretty quick goaltender. He allows a lot of goals when the net is screened. Kind of goals that aren't his fault. He's a pretty good breakaway shooter or goalie. He does a nice job stopping breakaways. He's pretty good in the shootout last I remembered. The guy deserves a really good backup chance on a good team. Like, I'm talking to teams like maybe even the Blues or the Canucks. Get this guy on a decent team so he can back up with at least an above-average defense, and then I'll kind of make my final decision on them. But I know his career stats look awful, but I like Scott Wedgwood a lot, and I really hope he gets another crack in the NHL. He deserves one.
Yeah. Now, save the best for last. We need to give a certain person a round of applause. Rinne Lundqvist will have their. Well, we already got Lundqvist, and you know what? I'm gonna check their schedule because if it's a local televised game for Nashville, that's a problem. Am I right?
Yep.
I'm gonna go check. And Grant, while I check, you can share your thoughts about it.
Oh, yeah, but no. I mean, obviously, Nashville's going to retire Pekka Rinne, obviously the first in franchise history. I'm sure Weber, Yossi, maybe someone else will join the retirement list soon. But David Laquan, maybe. But in reality, this makes sense. He has been their best goalie in franchise history. This isn't like, well, Nashville was founded in 2000. Of course he's the best goalie in franchise history. You're really going to tell me face-to-face and say UC Saros is going to have the career Pekka Rinne had? I'm not going to believe you, honestly. Unless you can win a Stanley Cup or win a couple of Vezinas, I'm not believing you. I'm being dead serious. Pekka Rinne is going to go down as one of the greatest Nashville goalies of all time, if not the best, when their franchise is all said and done. And I know he might have been like the 4th or 5th goalie in the franchise history. That's how good he is, and that's when we're talking about a borderline Hall of Fame career here. I think he will make the Hall of Fame, which is tremendous for a small market team like Nashville. unless it gets to Tony Baselli, side of things, I don't know. But I would hope the NHL, they're usually more willing to allow smaller market teams get Hall of Famers than other sports. So my goal is that come around 2026, 2027, he'll make it in. Arguably the greatest Finland goalie of all time. And again, arguably the greatest Nashville player, the Nashville Predators player ever. So, yeah, lock him into the Hall of Fame. Smart thing to retire in his number. No one donning the 35 in Nissan Stadium as they shouldn't. Just retire the greatest goalie your team's ever probably going to have. I like the idea.
I have some bad news. This game is locally televised. And do you know who they're playing against?
Who?
The Dallas Stars.
All right.
I mean, at least it's not Chicago, right? If it was Nashville and Chicago on the
should have been Nashville and Chicago, so they could have shown the empty net goal. Because that was against the Blackhawks. So it should have been against Chicago. But that's neither here nor there.
Well, at least it's not worse than having their retirement night on local TV than Lundqvist. Lundqvist should be on national TV.
Every retirement jersey should be on national TV.
All right. All right, that's going to wrap up for season 4, episode 13 of the Powerskate Show. And if you guys are who just came in late, we unfortunately got some technical issues on the Powerskate Show Instagram page, which turns out that Instagram does not like us.
Yeah. We're booted until November 10th. Pain.
But don't worry. There will be news.
Don't worry, you got my account, and the show's still going to be going on next week, so don't panic.
Yeah, you got Floods to Sports Zone, we got Puck Empire, we got Puck Report, we got it.
But most importantly, we have Fletcher Sports Zone. Most importantly,
So yeah, don't worry about anything.
Shameless free advertising.
Yes, and with that, do you guys want to follow our personal Instagram accounts? Links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow the Powerskate Show? Well, for news, updates, when we go up and tell the Instagram that we deserve better and all that good stuff, links will be in the description below. Do you guys want to follow Grand Fun Sports Zone for daily sports news? The links will be in the description below. And also, we're going to give a special shout out to Puck Report and Puck Empire.
Might as well.
Yes. And subscribe to our YouTube channels. What's the Sports Zone for his talk show? 1 to 3?
Yeah, well, I don't even really do the talk show anymore, if I'm being honest. I've been lackadaisy on doing the talk show, but yeah, I still do weekly sports broadcasts. Like tomorrow, I'll probably be doing Bruins and Red Wings. So if you want to stop by for that, go ahead. Mainly just do commentaries, but yeah. I'll sometimes do Fletcher Sports Zone too, the regular talk show.
Yeah. All right, guys, we're hanging out, and tell all your friends Powerskate Show deserves better as far as the Instagram goes, and also tell all your friends that Brass Bonanza will be a remastered sound effect for Powerskate Show.
Wonderful news.
And Grant, would you like to add anything before we go?
I don't know. I just appreciate everyone stopping by as per usual. Been a fun week. Get the Instagram up and running eventually. Smooth sailing from there.
Mm-hmm. All right, guys, we're hanging out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you guys on season 4, episode 14. Have a good night, everybody.